Fernando Pimentel of BehindTheGloves.com right here for the fight, guys. Obviously, the returning crew.
Dominic Verdina of RingTV.com.
Frederick Hawthorne with Barbershop Conversation.
And Steven Cordeño at Clearwater Sports on YouTube.
As you can see behind us, we have plenty of media members working hard and diligently trying to get the videos of today's event out. Obviously, we're here at UNLV University, the Thomas & Mack Center, where we witnessed Manny Pacquiao, the legend, versus Jesse Vargas, the champ. Before we get to that fight, though, let's talk about what we saw on the undercard. Zhu Shiming versus Mini Pac was actually a pretty good fight to open up the card, man. It was nice and action-packed. What did you guys think about it?
Anybody. I mean, they said 100 million people watched it in China. Good for them. I didn't care about that fight.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess Zhu Shiming's popular, I guess, but other than that, I forgot about it already.
he beat the man once and beat him again, the Manny Pacquiao lookalike. So good for him. He won a title and he's going to go back home to China as a champion. So congratulations.
Do you think him fighting on HBO, well, not HBO pay-per-view, Top Rank pay-per-view, and actually being distributed out to the United States and not on HBO 2 or anything like that will give him a following here in America? Because obviously, as we stated, over 100 million people saw it in China.
No, I don't think so. I think that's going to remain in China, not here in the States.
Why? Why not?
It's a whole completely different demographic. I mean, you just got to think about it. In China, it's the culture out there is a lot different. You know, he won two gold medals. In Beijing, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just different, you know. He's a hero out there, but he doesn't have the style, he doesn't have the power to get fight fans excited, you know, like Manny Pacquiao.
I mean, he was the perfect storm. The Olympics were in China. I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm glad he was the first fight, not the third fight. You know what I mean? Because he was like, oh, damn, we got to like. Oscar Valdez was the perfect, like.
We'll get to that.
Okay, yeah. Well, can we get to that? Because
I was going to say, I feel like we're losing subscribers right
Well, let's game them and let's talk about the juiciest part of the night, which was Nonito Donaire versus Jesse Magdaleno. We all thought it was going to be the co-main event, and it ended up being the second fight on the pay-per-view. That fight actually, to me, lived up to expectation. You know, it kind of started off a little slow, but it got hot and heavy. The 9th round was probably the most exciting round of the night. And continuing after that, they just went at it with one another. Dominic, your thoughts on just Nonito Donaire versus Jesse Magdaleno and the turnout?
Well, first of all, I can't say for sure if Magdaleno deserved the decision because I thought it could have gone either way. But the worst thing about the fight was the scorecards. There's no way Nonito won only 2 rounds off one of the judges' scorecards. It's terrible. I'd like to see a rematch though. Nonito, he didn't have. It kind of reminds me at times when Oscar De La Hoya used to box off his toes and had that bounce. Nonito doesn't have that bounce anymore. He plants his feet a little more, so he's probably generating a little more power, but he doesn't have those physical attributes as he once had in his prime. So they caught him at the perfect time, and Magdaleno, I think, is going to be a very exciting champion, but I would like to see a rematch because I thought it was very close.
Your thoughts on that, on the fight, and also probably the possibility of a rematch?
I don't want to see a rematch, but you got to keep in mind, this fight was in the gym where robbery happened on an everyday occurrence. You know, you had Larry Johnson era at UNLV, so, I mean, what the hell can you expect, man? That fight was way closer. I'll agree with you on that. The fight was much closer than what it should be. I had Donito in the middle rounds, the pressure, just Jesse's back kept on hitting the fucking corner. I'm like, he had no answer for the pressure that Nonito was putting on him. You know what I mean? And it's just awful that there's no respect. There's no respect for understanding what happens in a fight besides the landing punch. You know what I mean? And I feel bad for Nonito. You know, he's actually done our best video. You know what I mean? How to defeat Lomachenko. So, I mean, we thank him for that. He actually has the funniest intro too.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, so we were rooting for him. But anyways, man, it was a good fight. It was a good fight.
I agree. I think I think a majority of the first rounds I thought he won too. I didn't think Jesse was doing much. It was a great fight. I think, scorecards were just an issue tonight, regardless.
Every fight that went to the scorecards.
Yeah, I mean, there was like one judge that got it right, like almost in every fight, and the other judges were, I don't know. But no, it was a great fight. I don't really care to see a rematch. I mean, it'd be nice just because I think once they warmed up, it became a better fight. So maybe after like 4 rounds, I think they actually kind of went at it. So I mean, maybe in the rematch that will just kind of start from the beginning. But I mean, let them fight other guys. It's 122. If one of them moves up to 126, there's a lot of fights to be made. So I mean, let's see those.
Let's talk about 126 because we got to see Oscar Valdez, and that star is shining brighter than ever right now. Defended his title versus a dangerous fighter, Osawa, and just completely dominated. Just showed exactly what we've been talking about when we talk about this kid. Like, he is the goods. He is probably the next superstar. And mind you, right now, Top Rank is trying to work with PBC. So at 126, there are a lot of fights. We got Morris Correa coming up on December 10th. We have Santa Cruz Frampton January 28th. We have so many fights at 126 that can be made for this kid, not only in the Top Rank stable, but versus the PBC. Fred, your thoughts on just Oscar Valdez, the performance, and what we saw, and what the future holds for him?
As I told Oscar, his ceiling, if he tried to catch a star, he will land on the moon. His talent level is that high. You know what I mean? Like, he has no ceiling. He literally has no ceiling. And I saw so many flaws in him today. Like, when he threw his left hook, his right guard wasn't up. His defense was kind of suspect. But god damn, God gave him a whole lot. And since Lomachenko is gone, we all know how great Lomachenko is. 126 can be him, and he'll have the pick of his litter. He can either go with the winner of Frampton, Santa Cruz, because it makes too much sense, or go with Mares Cuellar. If I'm Bob Arum, I make sure that even if you don't get the fight, I make sure that he's sitting ringside. He does the press tour with them because we would love to interview him in the Mares Cuellar, and just keep his name attached to the fights, and like sort of what Ronda Rousey does with Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like, just keep, if you mention Floyd Mayweather coming out of your mouth, it'll get you more and more popular, and that's what I think the 126-pound division. You need an absolute star, and he could be it, man. He speaks Spanish, he speaks English.
Yeah, you said it before.
I love that kid.
I love when you said, you told me one time, like, why don't people know about him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we was in your living room.
Like, why? Like, more boxing fans should know more about him. Because, like you said, he speaks English, speaks Spanish. Like, good-looking kid. He's super charismatic.
Two-time Olympian.
Like, yeah. He fights like a dog in there. He just, and you know what? He showed a lot of maturity today because he hurt the dude in the 3rd, 4th round,
early,
something like that. Yeah, went at him, sort of ripping at him again. I think, and I talked to him, and he realized, it's like, you know what? This guy's not going to go anywhere. Like, he's going to be around for a little while. Let me kind of calm down. Let me not like spend my energy all that. And so then he just kept working, and caught him again and finished him. So. Yeah, I love the kid. He's, and I think just like you said it perfectly. Like, attach your name to those guys. I mean, really, those 2 fights that you mentioned, Santa Cruz Frampton and Cuellar Mares. I mean, really, the loser of those fights. I mean, depending obviously how badly they lose or
can
whatever.
Still get him. Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Even if he fights a loser of these guys, it's like that the whole comparison value. Like, all right, well, Cuellar knocked out. Or got a decision against Mares, and say Valdez knocks him out, then okay, now where are they both at? You know what I mean? So
he needs to be
bright.
At StubHub post daylight savings time. It's just no way Bob Arum doesn't have that guy headlining StubHub. It just makes no sense. Oscar,
next.
right
Yeah,
now,
exactly,
like buy that slot right now. Like, he is a megastar waiting to happen. And I mean, think about it. He literally has a chance because we have we have Canelo, but we really don't have like the superstar non-Canelo. You know what I mean? Like, and he is a good guy. He's a good kid. I like him.
Kind of what you're saying too. Kind of go with what you're saying. Yeah, Canelo's like the megastar right now, but I mean, people, especially old school Mexican fans and a lot of old school Mexican fans we talk to say he's the goods, but the Barrera, Morales, Marquez, like all these lighter weight Mexican guys, like that's who he is. He's 126 and he has that attitude. every time I talk to him, he's like, I am not afraid to fight anybody. He's like, I'm not afraid to lose. I don't, I'm not afraid to put my undefeated record against anybody. So if I take a L, whatever, like I want to fight the best. So put me up against the best and we'll see how it goes. And that attitude is, you don't find it anymore.
Just because Fred mentioned his name, Lomachenko, I suggest you guys go to Behind the Gloves on YouTube. Check out the interview I did with Oscar Valdez. He actually mentions Lomachenko and Walters and the upcoming fight they have. Picks a winner, and the only reason why he picks that winner is because he sees himself fighting that fighter. So go check it out and see that video.
It was a good tease, bro.
I know, gotta do that. But let's talk about the main event, what we actually came here for. The legend versus the champ. Manny Pacquiao versus Jesse Vargas. You know, me and you, we were on a YouTube feed on your channel and on Dante's Box Nation's channel, and we were going at it, and the very couple 4 or 5 rounds looked like it was all Jesse, except for that second round when he got the flash when Manny got the flash KO. But what happened in the later rounds to Jesse? That's the mystery right there.
Every big fight, it happened. Jesse Vargas versus Timothy Bradley. He went dormant rounds 5 through 11. You know what I mean? He was fortunate enough to land that right hand. He landed the right hand. Basically, the first 4 rounds, he landed it at least one round. You know what I mean? And he don't have the power at 147. He needs to figure out if he can get to 140. Can he literally stay at 140? Because he has the talent where he's going to lose close fights. It's very apparent now. You know, he's going to lose close fights. You know what I mean? And Dewey Cooper, let's talk about Dewey Cooper. Dewey Cooper, I didn't hear the commentary.
Yeah, we weren't able to, yeah.
But I thought he did an exceptional job. Just their synergy was just like, was just spectacular, you know. And I root for Jesse. He's the first fighter to take a picture with my son. So I'm always been, I'm organically a fan of Jesse. You know what I mean? And I root for the kid, but them fucking scorecards, man. It's
again with the scorecards, as you mentioned.
He lost the
scorecards
fight.
Terrible.
Yeah, he lost the fight, but don't take away what the fighter did in the ring, and don't call 10,000 fans that are in the bought tickets liars. You know what I mean? Like if you hear 108, 118, the people watching the fight are like, what the fuck just happened? You know, they paid $1,000, $500, $200, $50 for tickets, and they go to a fight and they feel like they've been robbed because they think it's been set up the whole time. So, you know, we can talk about that in another show, but.
It'll be a long show.
That'd be the inept scoring episode. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse, for always being gracious to us. You know, we work for other publications and we come together as the Fight Guys, but all 4 of us can attest to the character of Jesse. He never leaves before the last interview. He actually waits. Like he even asks her questions after the interview. So I mean, I'm forever grateful to him. You know what I mean? I always tell him he has politics in his near or distant future, and I genuinely wish him well. You know?
Just to give you guys an example of how he waits and everything, we were over there after the press conference, and his people are trying to get him out the way or take him to the doctor to go to the hospital. And what is he doing? He's taking pictures with fans that are in here. He's giving autographs. He's still trying to give interviews. He's still giving everybody his time. The guy is genuinely one of the best guys you could have in boxing. He's the type of guy that people and fans need to get behind. He is one of those fighters that no matter what, he will give you his all, no matter what. And you'll listen in the interviews that we had with him today. He's just apologizing. He's saying sorry to his fans. Honestly, I think he did a great job. He fought his best fight that he could have fought against a legend like Manny Pacquiao, and I honestly don't think he should have apologized at all.
I think that's what it is too. Is the fight card was built perfectly. It's the legend against the champ. You know what I mean? We literally are talking about a legend, right? And so he came up short against a legend. You know what I mean? Like there's no shame in that. He did the best he could. The fight was closer, obviously, than the scorecard said it was. But you know, I think, I mean, moving the subject to Manny, I think Manny looked great. You know, like I think he looked great. Like he got caught a little bit more than maybe I'm used to seeing or whatever. But that's a testament to Jesse. You know what I mean? But he looked good. Obviously, I'm sure we'll bring it up towards the end, but Mayweather was in the house.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry. We'll talk about that.
So, you know, I have a little video on the Instagram where he's on the corner, and you kind of see him kind of look at Mayweather a little bit, like I don't know. It was just like a quick, like, oh shit, you're here.
Oh, during the fight?
Yeah, like well after the fight, when he thought he won. But yeah, it was a great performance by Manny. So we'll see what's next for him.
You mentioned that Manny Pacquiao had a very good performance, but something tells me there's still something missing. You know, he doesn't go that extra mile like he used to. He used to go for the kill and take out his opponent. I know he hasn't scored a knockout since 2009, I believe, against Miguel Cotto, but watching Manny Pacquiao, he's just not the same. And it may have to do with either age or getting knocked out against Marquez, but there's just something missing, which I hope to God we don't get Pacquiao Mayweather too.
And that's what I was about to actually talk about, because let's just completely talk about what Steven brought up, and that Mayweather was in the house. We know the history between Mayweather and Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas was a Mayweather promotional fighter. Then he went to Top Rank. We know what's going on. We all thought it was a setup that, hey, you know what? Mayweather's going to go in the ring, go WWE style on there, do what Mosley did to him after the Mayweather-Marquez fight. You know, basically tell him, you know, the fans want a part 2. That didn't happen. But do you guys think that we are pretty much being set up for Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao too sometime next year or in the very near future?
You're being set up for Floyd Mayweather doing whatever the fuck he wants.
That's
you know,
true.
I mean, that's just the bottom line. Floyd calls every shot in boxing. You know, he moves the crowd. Just to give you guys an example, we all work for different media outlets. Every media outlet, Manny Pacquiao just won a fucking world championship fight. Every media outlet is clamoring for Floyd to get him to say one word. He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
He didn't. But we spent the most important parts of our fight, because at the end of the fight, we got to chase and get the celebrities. We got to get the fans. We got to get all the fighters that was in there. But we went out to the fucking parking lot. Floyd with a $20,000 or $30,000 Gucci jacket on.
Damn, that was a beautiful jacket.
It was a beautiful jacket. Had his beautiful daughter with him, and he had his big burly security guards. But that goes to show you how he moves the crowd.
The girls, bro. Don't mention the girls.
Oh yeah, he had about 3 or 4 of them too. And
women.
yeah, the Z women. But we're being set up. Floyd intentionally didn't talk to us tonight because he want to control. He want to control when and where he wants to say what he wants to say. You know what I mean? And I genuinely believe that. I'm gonna call Sam probably first thing in the morning when I get back to LA. And I'm gonna say, what the fuck was this about? You know what I mean? And hopefully I'll have something. But it was the perfect storm for Floyd Mayweather. You know, Manny Pacquiao was on a decline. He came to prove that he was on a decline. Give me 80%, I'll give you 20. Let's do this fight.
And just to add on to your example, remember he showed up to Guerrero Peralta, a card no one thought that Floyd would go to, and he talks to the media for what, an hour?
An hour.
He gave the media an hour of his time that day. Today, out of nowhere, he shows up, gives nobody no time. So you're right, he intentionally did what he did. So
Genius, when he went to the Pacquiao Bradley fight.
oh, after the MGM, yeah, after the fight, yeah.
Walking around acting like Pacquiao's fighting today.
No, this is my house. This is my house.
Yeah,
My bad.
like-
Let me remind you.
But then he's like, oh, but I thought Bradley won. But he didn't know the Pacquiao was fighting. But yeah, I mean, he's a genius at marketing. He's a genius at marketing himself. You know, it was definitely strategic. Obviously, it's the tease. Oh, are they going to fight again to kind of get the buzz going? And then he's going to hit us with some announcement, which probably won't be Pacquiao Mayweather, but it'll be something else. Dog just kind of like you said, would have fell for the bait for it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Mayweather coming back. I just don't want to see Pacquiao versus Mayweather. But hey, Mayweather coming back, you know, helps boxing. I don't have a problem with that. Helps us earn a little more.
This is true. Well, guys, recap of the night. Just let the fans know your final thoughts on the entire card itself and just your experience here in Vegas this weekend.
First, so close. Great fight card. Manny Pacquiao clearly proved that he has a lot left in the tank. Jesse Vargas,
Right here, look right here.
Oh, Jesse Vargas clearly showed that he had a lot of heart. Unfortunately, he came up short. Oscar Valdez, he may be special. However, we need to see better competition. He had a guy who was overmatched. So that doesn't tell me much or tell me enough about Oscar Valdez, but I clearly see that he's got a lot of talent. Jesse Magdaleno, one exciting fighter, man. Let me tell you, the power that he showed, the way he came back from getting buzzed and hurt for 1 second, and proving to the aging champion that he's the young lion, that he's the new guy to take over in the junior featherweight division. I mean, there's just so much talent, man, in the junior featherweight and featherweight division, and welterweight division, of course. Just a great fight, great boxing. I loved it. I enjoyed it.
Ready?
Okay. I thought I'll work my way up. The Chinese guy won.
Shiming.
I'm trying to make you guys laugh. Magdaleno. He's a world champion. If you guys live in LA, go to the Rock out in Carson. Show these guys some support. We have 2 young lions that are actually world champions today. Take a chance, take a drive, take your kids out there, take pictures, support them. They're young, they're under 28, 27 years old. Go out and support them. I agree with what you, Dominic, what you said about we need to see more about Oscar. But I fucking love that kid, man. I do. Oscar, I'm your #1 fan. Okay, I'm a stan, right, as Eminem calls him. But I'm gonna take all the credit for this win because, as I told you, I was your last interview and I was the last media guy to shake your hand 9 o'clock last night before the fight. So is this trainer Ramirez?
No, Manny Robles.
Robles. I knew it was an R. Robles is an R. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, Robles. So. Congratulations, your gym is rocking. The city of Carson needs to do something special for you guys, like for real. I don't give a fuck what planet you on. You get 2 young world champions in one gym in one small city like Carson. The mayor needs to be there. All the councilmen need to get it. Y'all need to get out and do something. And congratulations to you. Manny, you still got a lot left in the tank. Now you have options. Do you go to the United Kingdom or the Arab whatever you call it?
Dubai.
Emirates, yeah, Dubai. Do you go Amir Khan? That's a winnable fight for you. Do you go down to Texas and fight Canelo? Or do you come back to Vegas and fight Floyd Mayweather? You don't fight Terrence Crawford right now because you won. Because you need money, right? At the end of the day, you're fighting for money. You're not back here to get $4 million. How much is getting?
5, 6.
5, 6. You're not here to win $5 or $6 million when you bring 100 people on a plane. So go fight. Floyd, you got 3 options, and you got a $20 million fight with those 3 options. Floyd is going to squeeze the living shit out of you now. He beat you, and you're a declining superstar. So these are facts.
Truth hurts.
Yeah, the truth hurts. You know what I mean? He's a one-handed fighter like Adonis Stevenson now. You know, he had no jab tonight. But congratulations to you. I want you to fight Floyd Mayweather, so I can bet $10,000 on that fight. I'm just being honest. I literally want you to fight him again, so the Filipino people can come to Vegas, drop the line, and I win money.
Sounds about right.
That's simple. You know what I mean? So, Barbershop Conversations. Please go subscribe to that channel, and we did a great. Yeah.
But we didn't there yet. We still need Steven, in my opinion. Jesus, relax.
Okay. I'm done.
No, I think what he said about the Rock Gym in Carson is true, and it's $1 to go there. So even if you just want to work out, it's $1.
For the day?
Yeah, for the day to work out there. You're gonna use everything. Like they might not have boxing gloves for you to use. I don't know if they have that, but their bags, like speed bag, heavy bag, they can get in the ring, all that stuff. And you know what? One thing, Manny Robles is a trainer on the rise for real, because he has now 2 young world champions in his stable. Jason Quigley's going to be is in his stable.
That cruiserweight
Slava Shabronsky's fighting Sullivan Barrera December 16th, the day before Hopkins' last fight. So yeah, Manny Robles is going to be a trainer on the rise. He's going to get a lot busier.
Dominic Brazil's there as well.
Dominic Brazil's there.
He's at the Rock.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that Rock that gym is insane.
Rocks.
But
Rocks.
yeah, Manny Pacquiao did it again. Just as good as Jesse Vargas is, he just kind of proved that he's just on another level still. I kind of agree with what Dominic said. I mean, he's not obviously the Manny Pacquiao that knocked out Cotto, because this fight would have ended like in the 5th round or something. But he's still that much better than everybody else.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing him again. Obviously, I think Top Rank is looking at Terrence Crawford next. but I don't think Crawford brings the money right now. Or I don't know if he, I don't know. He just doesn't bring the money right now. So I don't know. I don't know where he goes, but I'm looking forward to watching it wherever it is.
I just basically have to say it was a great night of fights. I actually liked the card from top to bottom. It was fun. The Shiming fight was actually fun. Nonito Donaire versus Magdaleno obviously was the best fight on the card. Great back and forth action. Loved it. Valdez again showed that he's a superstar on the rise. I agree with Dominic. He needs to show off versus better talent. Hopefully he gets one of the 4 names that we mentioned between Morris, Cuellar, Frampton,
Perfect
Quigg.
storm.
I'll even accept him fighting Quigg at 126, which would be also a really good fight. And Manny Pacquiao just again proved that he still has some in the tank. Not as much as he used to have, but still has it. Jesse Vargas, again, as I stated, just love the guy. He gives his all, even in losing efforts. And just, we got a very good night of boxing here at UNLV, here at Thomas & Mack, here in Las Vegas. And the fact that we get to share these experiences with you guys. Obviously, hopefully you guys order the pay-per-view. Some of you might have seen it on the stream or saw it on something else, but if you guys watch this, just know that these experiences are things that you need to come and experience yourself. People, if you're in Los Angeles, go watch a fight at the StubHub. Trust me, it'll be probably the best venue you ever see a fight in. Great Western Forum, the Forum itself also has some good seats. Staples Center, as long as they don't open the top, you'll have a great view. You come to LA, MGM Grand, Thomas & Mack always has really good fights. Just support boxing. That's what you need to do. Support your local cats. Go to your gyms. Just support your local cats, and trust me, boxing will expand and grow. That's where you find all the young talent. That's where we get the Oscar Valdez's, the Jesse Magdalenos, the Joseph Diaz, the Jason Quigleys, all of them, So just
Don't forget
support
the Belasco Theater.
Oh, the Belasco Theater as well in Los Angeles. Never a bad sit. Yeah,
Start
please go to
your
Belasco.
boxing journey there.
Yes, yes. Start it there because my God, you get up and coming superstars there that are just like wow.
25.
Yep, and they test all of their young cats out there. Golden Boy really does.
$25.
You hear punches every seat you're in.
And you're on top of them. You're gonna pay $25. You're gonna pay $10 for a beer, but still, you're gonna get Oscar De La Hoya sitting ringside. And you may get a chance to shake his hand. He's very interactive there. You're gonna get Bernard Hopkins maybe, but
Ronda Rousey went to one of the first.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey went to one of the second Belasco show.
yeah, it's a dope venue. And they got Fantasy Springs too. So
Yeah, Fantasy Springs also in the Coachella Valley, man. Awesome venue there. And finally, just know the fight guys, we're always going to be here for the fights. We got Ward Kovalev coming up. And that's going to be here in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. The week after that,
Fred's boy Sergey.
Fred's boy Sergey.
I love you,
trust me.
Sergey. I fucking love you.
And then we got Lomachenko versus
Fucking love you,
Walters.
Sergey.
Then we got Lomachenko versus Walters the week after that. Then 2 weeks after that, what do we got? We got Mars versus Cuellar, J-Rock versus Charlo.
You Lomachenko, dude.
I did say
Oh,
Lomachenko
you did. I'm
Walters.
tired.
Come on, man, you're
you
tired.
look tired.
and then we got at the same night Terrence Crawford versus John Molina, and also the week after we got Bernard Hopkins singing his swan song. So we got a long couple of weeks coming up, fight fans, and trust me, we will have videos. We got something coming up this week as well. Might have Richard Schaefer on Monday. Wednesday we have Ricky Funes and Brandon Rios. We're gonna talk about the Victor Ortiz possibility and everything.
He was here tonight.
Yeah, I know. So trust me, we have a lot of things coming for you guys. Go to the channel, subscribe. Again, The Fight Guys on YouTube. I am Fernando Pimentel for BehindTheGloves.com.
Dominic Verdine of RingTV.com.
Frederick Hawthorne. I love Sergey Kovalev. BarbershopConversations.com.
Make sure to send that to Main Event.
Maybe I am too PC. I don't know. Stephen Guerrero, KO Artist Sports on YouTube.
And obviously, we are The Fight Guys saying we'll see you guys at the fights.